Destiny 2 is here. I was a little bit late, but I've washed, I've showered, I've played the game, and as I sit here in a soft Egyptian cotton towel that more closely resembles a Roman tunic, I am left to ponder my last 15 hours to 20 hours of gameplay and bring to you my impressions of this much anticipated and much fabled game, Destiny 2. It had a bit of a shadow to fill from Destiny 1. It was loved by the community and loved by myself, even with its flaws. But I think let's get to it. So, the gunplay, the gameplay, everything so far is fantastic. It's quintessential Destiny. Guns are great, enemies feel good, it feels good to play against them. The graphics have had an improvement, so has the enemies and so have the weapons, but it feels like Destiny. Now some people don't like that, they wanted a bit of a revamp, but I think it works perfectly, and as this video continues, I will try and give you a bit more information about the game's story, the campaign, obviously, the tweaks to everything that happens within Destiny 2, without giving away any spoilers. This is spoiler-free. Well, to its very best ability. As you can see, graphics, very, very nice. We start the mission pretty much with the city being attacked, the last city being attacked, by this ugly bastard, Dominus Gaul, who is a complex character, as you will find out. He's had a bit of an interesting life within the Cabal Empire, and he's an interesting enemy. I like it. I like him, I like what they've done, and I'm happy that the Cabal are playing a prominent feature role in this campaign, because I actually found them as a fantastic enemy in the last game, and they weren't really featured enough. So, yeah, very interesting enemy. And his ideas for what he's trying to do and why he's trying to do them are pretty good. So the campaign overall I thought was a massive step up from Destiny 1. Nothing to sing home about, you know, nothing absolutely spellbinding. You're not going to walk away thinking that was the best campaign I've ever played, but it was really, really good with fantastic cutscenes, really nice story. It made you feel for the characters. You know, this is just the beginning of the campaign, where you spawn at the bottom of the destroyed last city, at the bottom of the tower. Your ghost is not with you, you have no health, you have no weapons, you can barely move, and I thought it was a really nice touch because it made the game feel different from anything else we've played. You know, Destiny's a hugely mobile game. You bounce around, you jump around, you slide, you stab, and you're basically stripped of that, and you do feel naked. If you've not played the first Destiny, it might not have as much of an impact on you as it did to me and other Destiny players, but it was really, really nice, and it sets the scene for the campaign very, very well. So you can basically see that the game has advanced. You have new people to fight alongside, new little characters. You have the farm in the EDZ, the European Dead Zone, which is a really nice addition. I don't think it's going to be used very much, as you will see. It's more of a starting point for the campaign, but you go back to the tower towards the end. It's a reimagined tower, which you will also see in this video. But this is a really nice touch, and again, it sets the scene that everything has been destroyed, and you're kind of building from the basics again. You're starting again. So here you can basically choose your missions. You've got everything that you'd need, like the postmaster where you lose engrams and stuff, you can pick them up. Everything's been sort of reimagined from the ground up, including cutscenes, graphics. Everything's had an overhaul, but it's quintessential Destiny, which is what I like. Dabby 560 got nothing for me. Or 550, 530. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, this is one of the opening. You've got your favourites. You got Cade, Zavala, and Ikora, but you can just see that it's much more story-driven. And even after the campaign has finished, they play a very prominent role. The Guardians and the leaders of the Guardian factions, they are really important. More so than the first, which is a really nice step, because it doesn't make them feel like lifeless little entities that sit at the tower. They feel like they're more involved in your progression in the story, and that's something that I like. You got a Sparrow. One problem about Destiny 2 is that you don't get, this is only a tiny nitpick, you don't get a Sparrow until you're level 20, which makes exploring the worlds a little tedious early on. but I guess that's probably what they wanted, because they want you to explore them and to see them, because the new worlds are beautiful. They're well designed. They're much better again than Destiny 1. But, you know, I really wish that I could have had a sparrow, because some of the bits moving around are a little bit tedious, but, you know, it's a small nitpick. Any other criticisms of Destiny 2? There's not much, in fairness. I think they've done a really decent job. You know, the overhaul of the way your character progresses is good. I like it. We've biffed off light, which is good, and now you've got power. Obviously, with kinetic weapons, a power weapon for your heavy. You can have multiple assault rifles if you wanted them. You can have pretty much any loadout you like. Banshee plays a really prominent role, which is fantastic, and the Cold Heart Trace Rifle that you get for pre-ordering the game. I think it's a timed exclusive, so everybody should get it. It's fantastic. It's just a new type of rifle, new type of gameplay. It's very, very good. When you shoot someone, it basically is a laser beam that continues to damage over time and gets more and more powerful and more damaging. And it's mucho fun to play with. But all weapons and stuff have modification slots where you can add something to your character. So characters and their customization is going to be so much more advanced than it was before. Hopefully that will lead to more tailored Guardians and more interesting battles, especially in the competitive scene. And maybe to help with PvE, things like the raid and strikes and things, because you can tailor it more to your playstyle and how you want to approach a situation. What else to say, really? I don't know. It's just really good, and I've enjoyed the first 20 or so hours. I think now the campaign has finished, although not that long, but very, very enjoyable, it's where Destiny really starts to come alive. It's where you start to explore, you get new objectives and new missions. There are adventures dotted around, which I believe reset after a certain amount of time, so there's always something to do. There's lost sectors, new zones, new areas, new planets. We've got Nessus and Titan. We've got here European Dead Zone, which is a really, really nice area to explore. So there's so much more to do. I've not attempted the Nightfall yet. I've played some Crucible, which is fantastic. It's so much better. I particularly like competitive. It's much more fast-paced and much more intense. As it says in the description, it says that, you know, quick play is light intensity. Competitive is high intensity, and that is definitely the truth, because you feel a lot more vulnerable when you only have a certain amount of lives or certain timers and things like that. But it's really, really good, and 4v4 is a fantastic platform for that, even though I doubted that it would be good, but I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just running around. Can't find anything. Again, another cutscenes. To unlock your superpowers, you have to do little challenges. So obviously we got our subclasses for the Hunter, Night Stalker, Arc Strider, which is beautiful, by the way, and then obviously Golden Gun. You have little mini side quest sort of missions to unlock them from dropped artifacts of the Golden Age. Again, a really nice little touch, just something different, just bringing an extra element to the game that gives you something else to do and makes you feel like you're really progressing, rather than just having it there and clicking, oh, I'm going to unlock this now. You actually have to do something to do it. You can see it's so pretty. Look at him. He's like an angel of light. Yeah, my Hunter's badass, by the way. Hunters for the win. Titans. Titans are overpowered. This is like my only second sort of little criticism so far. Titans are overpowered. I will explain why. But this is the map. It's reimagined for all the different areas. You can zoom to destinations without having to go to orbit. Thank Christ for that. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. No one wants to go to orbit every single time, so you can basically zoom about through the destinations tab up here in the map. As you can see, it looks pretty. You've got lots of public events and lots of different things that you can do. Unfortunately, this is an earlier map, so you won't see. There are other icons, many of them dotted around all of the different maps, for the lost sectors where you can loot special caches, and also the adventures and regional chests, which give you extra XP towards a particular faction. So Devrim K in EDZ is one of the guys that you will meet, and you can earn faction points for him. Anyway, Titans. Obviously my Hunter looks amazing, you know, and is awesome. has wonderful weapons and skills, but Titans are over the top. 2 grenades still, their super is ridiculously powerful. Something needs to be looked at. I love Titans, but they're OP. Tess Everest for the Eververse store. You can buy this stuff. You don't need to. You unlock engrams over a period of time. She has all the stuff that will give you like ships and modifications, ghosts and other stuff. Lots and lots and lots of shaders, which is really cool. They are one-time use, but you get so many of them it doesn't really make a difference. And you unlock those over a period of time. Leveling up, you get bright engrams, and they are used for Tess. And that is pretty much it. So just to sum up, that's a bit of information about the game. It's something that I think everybody should experience. It is a really good game, despite its very, very minor flaws at this point, and the fact that it feels more like a DLC than a brand new game. I don't mind that. Destiny 2, so far for me, is massive thumbs up. I don't know what else to say. I can't wait to play more of it. I can't wait to play the raid. I can't wait to play the Nightfall, and I can't wait for Trials of the Nine, even more competitive action on multiplayer. But that's pretty much it. Destiny 2 is out now. Go and get it. Join the clan, the Agency of Light, but it's going to be changing just to the Agency, and the link is in the description below. And of course, as always, it's DRBC007, a guardian from another galaxy, signing off.